Welcome everybody to the 28th IRF World Championships. Tim Backhurst here. We're joining a live match going on between Melania Salma and Erin Rivera from Costa Rica and Mexico respectively. The score is 11-7, make that 12-7 in favor of Rivera. Costa Rica are taking their second time out. If somebody would do me a favor and let me know that the sound is working, please. Would appreciate it. Thank you. Got a timeout here on the court. This is day 3. Play began Sunday. Round robin matches. This should be the last set of round robin matches here. And then we will have a single elimination competition, which is based on how they did in the round robin, at least their seedings, that is. There are actually 2 variants to the draw, and the variants are decided by a flip of a coin. I'm not exactly sure why we have the variants, but I believe it has something to do with players who may try and negotiate round robins to get a better seed or not play a certain player in the draw. Good pick up there from Salma. So 13 serve 7. Make that 14.
14-07.
I smile to her mom, Salma. I assume that's her mom, but that's first game. 15 serving 7, so we'll see if Salma can do something different in game 2. It was tied at one point, 7-7, but Rivera really pulled away there in that second game. Excuse me, second half of the game. We're going to be live streaming throughout the day, so I hope you stick with us. Please feel free to share our feed with others. Try and get as many people watching as possible so they can enjoy our sport. Nothing beats being here in person, but we try and give you some coverage so that you can enjoy the excitement that goes on at these World Championships. Had a lot of drama already today. With juniors, there's usually a lot more emotion than a typical senior championships, and players really try hard for their country, and sometimes that ends in cheers and tears, depending on how the player finishes. 13 countries here from around the world. I believe the farthest country from this location in San Luis Potosí, Mexico is Korea. They brought 13 players and they've had so much fun. It's been great to see them. Very enthusiastic, coaches and players alike. And they've done very well considering many of these, this is their first trip to these juniors. All right, so here we go. Zero. Melania Salma has to really regroup here. It's a new game. Let's see if she can do something different. Second serve coming up. Going to be a high lob Z. almost got hit there. Melania might have held up there for an avoidable. She didn't. And a good, nice backhand down the left side. Returned by Aaron for 0-0. Better for Melania. There's a skip ball. This glass wall on the right, it's very tricky. Behind it is green AstroTurf, and we're using a green pen ball here, so that means that it's horrendous trying to pick that out of the glass as you're playing. A serve from Rivera, 1 apiece. Interesting swing on her forehand. If you watch her forehand when she swings, she kind of swings down through it as opposed to what most people would do, which is lead with the elbow. Even there you can see that's an unusual Z-serve from a technique point of view. Skip called. Bit lucky there, wry smile as you can see. It was a high-risk shot from Melania. As it was up above her shoulders on the right-hand corner, she went for it. Maybe a higher percentage shot back up to the ceiling would have been better. She paid the price. She's back receiving. But a good return from her off a poor serve from Aaron. And we're at 1 serving 2. And return serve. Interesting that she took that on the backhand, not the forehand. Nice soft hands there. So let's see this forehand swing. Yeah, you can see she sweeps through it underneath. Beautiful from Melania. Most coaches wouldn't recommend that technique, but you know what? Sometimes you have to understand that every player is different, and what works for one doesn't always work for another. In this case, she's up a game in her age division at a World Championships. Oh, that should be a replay. It's a good call. Down the right side. Nice forehand pinch. Should be a replay. Good call there from Ms. Munoz from Ecuador. side. He's taking a 4-2 lead. Short serve. Selma from Costa Rica went for a bit too much there. Melania, you saw, she moved her feet pretty well, but then tried to flick it with her wrist as opposed to swinging through it. She's frustrated with herself. You can see it on her face. She's talking to herself. Oh, and a crack. Apology from Melania. They all count. Has to be frustrating. She got her opportunity to finish that point and put it into the floor. We're in San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Elevation's about 7,000 feet. The ball really travels quickly here. Cement courts, you can see the front court's fairly unusual. We have tile on the bottom half of the court. Makes these courts very quick. The green ball in itself is quite quick as well. And timeout from Costa Rica, I would say that these are the fastest courts I've ever seen. Very quick indeed. We're going to take a quick break ourselves. We'll be back shortly. And here we go. 7 serves 3. That Z serve's causing all kinds of problems for Solomon. And there's a good shot. 3-shot rally is what you want. And you're serving. Ace is preferable, of course, but percentage-wise, you want your serve to create an opportunity to finish the point on the next shot. That serve not as good as you saw. Came to the middle, came off the back wall. Control power from Melania. Good shot from her. She's down 3-8. She's got to change something. Here's her opportunity. She doesn't put it down. She gets a second one. Still doesn't put it down. Now she's playing defense. And she's punished for it. 2 opportunities to finish that point. She doesn't do so. Wry smile from her. You have to take those opportunities. Bounces. psychologically, she's very down on herself right now. She really needs to regroup. And that's out. So because the ball didn't bounce, Rivera loses the point, or rally I should say. Melania Salma in the box, 3 serving 8. Oh, nice hands. But Erin had her chance. Keep it down, says her coach. It's a point on the board for her. Joshua, saw your note on the chat box. Can you clarify if you're referring to just a regular shot or the serve? Oh, there's a good serve. Didn't quite understand your question. Nice finish from Rivera. So I want you to watch something when Rivera serves, assuming she serves a drive serve. Watch her racket. She puts her racket down as she starts her service motion outside of the service box. This is one of those rules where, right there, it may be considered a false serve because a part of her body, that being the racket as well, starts outside the service box. So when I get a chance, I'm going to speak to our director of officials, tournament director Gary Mazeroff, because that's one of those rules where it's not entirely clear what happens in this situation. Is it part of the service motion, or is it a precursor? As you just saw, she did it again. It's one of those interesting things, and if it was found to be, well, let's finish this point, that has to be an avoidable hinder. Ooh, that should be an avoidable hinder. Melania had the opportunity, her straight shot to the front wall. Rivera was in her way. Should have been an avoidable hinder. So going back to that conversation about the serve, if it is indeed to be found a fault, Rivera would be in trouble because that's how she serves. So she would have to change her mechanics or routine, which could impact how she plays. She would probably have to switch to a lob serve until she could work out something else. So I'll do my best to find out for you once we get a break in the action and come back later with a response on that, because it is an interesting question. Big skip from Rivera. Thanks, Joshua, for the clarification. Yeah. Second serve or a false serve if you serve directly to the back wall. Should mention though, the player can, even if they know it's going to hit the back wall, elect to hit it. And sometimes players will do that, either maybe they're inexperienced or they see it as an advantage where they could take the opponent who's serving by surprise. Most players though will just let it bounce to the back wall to get that second serve. That up. Good pickup though. Oh, great get from her. Now it's her chance to shoot it. Oh, it's really high. This one's high though. We got a rally. Somebody, there you go. Nice soft hands. Looks like Rivera is going to take a timeout. It's Melania Salma from Costa Rica serving 7-11 in game 2. Rivera with game 1. We'll be right back. And we're back. Salma serves 7-11. 8-11. Timeout didn't work for Rivera. So if I was refereeing in the situation where Erin is touching the floor before she serves, I would call an official timeout, which is an official has the right to call a timeout whenever they need to, and seek clarification on that, because you don't want to be in a position where that fault is occurring for the remainder of the match, and it should be called a fault. It's, hey, I'm not sure about this rule. I'll go to the tournament desk, speak with the tournament director, get a rule clarification right at the beginning, then we're good to go for the remainder of the match. But you rarely see this right there. Is it a case that she's crossing the line? No, that's perfectly fine. You can see that even when you serve and your front foot crosses that first line towards the front wall, a swing always crosses that plane. It's the case of that it's touching the floor, and that's an extension of her body, so it would be the same as her stepping over that line. That's how it's considered. Good pickup from Salma. And again. Oh, that's high. What's she going to do? This is tough. And she skips it. You know, it's funny because I've seen some of those this morning already where players run to the front court and essentially mess up when you're 6 inches away from the front wall. But, you know, how often do you practice it? So if you don't practice it, you're not sure what to do. In that case, you know, a touch shot can be cute, but it has to be very accurate. And usually just a low shot down the line is going to get you the point. So let's see what she does this time. And there you have it. Straight down the line, just as I suggested. So maybe she's learned her lesson. 12 serving 8. 3 points away from taking this match. Replay. Looks like a fair call. Rivera was over on the right. Looked like a mishit. Good hands though from Salma. Really interesting swing has Rivera, but again, as I said, it allows you to see that you don't have to have a conventional swing to be successful. In this case, it works for her. So as a coach, you don't want to mess with it. She's probably been playing like this for maybe 10, even 12, 14 years if this is the 18 singles. She could well be 19. Players are allowed to be an age over, a year older, depending on when they were born. But Salma's still fighting. 8 serving 12. Has a timeout if she needs it. Second serve.
Perdona tu teléfono.
Some ceiling balls here, but this one's short. Oh my goodness, she missed it. You saw there, it was a very hesitant swing. She kind of pushed at it as opposed to following through, and that's a combination of nerves and perhaps a lack of self-confidence. That's better. Oh, but good hands from Rivera. Really got down low to finish that. Gives her a point, 13-8. Quite a few fans from Mexico here watching. Good pickup and good finish. So Salma's getting opportunities. She gets in the box, but she's got to put it away. She's struggling to find that serve. Gives her the free points. Again, you can see from her expression how frustrated she is. There it is, game point. First game 15-7, second one 14-8. Salma's going to take a timeout. This is her final timeout. She has 1 minute. We're going to join you just after a short commercial break. Welcome back. Here we go. Match point. Second serve. During the timeout, Costa Rican coach told her, Salma that is, to follow through on her shots. You can see there, she really did. There's an opportunity. Oh, good pickup from Salma. Now's her chance. Oh, it's a great rally. This is awkward. Oh, and she puts it down. That's 2 bounces. Good match. So, Rivera, Mexico. 15-7, 15-8 wins this round robin. A lot of applause from her fans here behind me. We're going to turn off the sound. We'll leave the stream running, and I will go and find out who will be on this court next. I hope you join us for that. This is the 28th Junior World Championships. Tim Baghurst. Stick with us.